EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Desparados of Mexico City.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now they'll audible to something else. Seven yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will reach the 8-yard line before
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Brown on the carry.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Tucker's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Still going.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Desparados have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But you look at this defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to move back in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. Now he's loose at the 40.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and
9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Desparados 7.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Williams, a man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Buying time to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No, we changed it.
Hands it off out of the gun. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The tight end in motion right.
And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Desparados 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Desparados are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Seven Pirates, Kirk 19, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
23-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Desparados 13. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hey, report. Report. 180. What a shot.
They go play action now. Jackson. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Mexico City, first down.
On first and 10, Huntley.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Mexico City, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Jackson going to get this out to Brown.
And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
On second down, they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff running through the middle. There he goes right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Dragons.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. And it's
Middle.
third down.
On third down, they're going to run. He's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
Part, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in a blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now back to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Caught right side, Davis. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
BC, ready? BC. Report.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this